What is the self? Who am I? Who is a human person? What that is meant to be a human person? That is what I always think. So in this topic, it is very interesting about ourselves. Days are done. I am Renahlyn and Binondo, your student in section G07. So, by the way, sir, I just want to discuss from you on what I have learned from your discussion. I have a lot of understanding and learning from your discussion, sir. But the topic that I am interested to share from you is about the philosophical self in chapter 1 and lesson 1, the self according to the ancient philosopher. So in this lessons there are two persons, that namely Socrates and Plato. Lesson 1, sir, the self according to ancient Greek philosopher, that there are two persons, that namely Socrates and Plato, that they are ancient Greek, that they discuss the essence of self under different perspectives. According to Socrates, 496 to 399 before Christ, Socrates believed that the self exists in two parts. One part is the physical, tangible, and moral aspect of us that can be constantly changing. The second part is the soul, which he believed to be immortal. Socrates believed that we are alive, our body and soul are attached, therefore making both of ourselves present in the physical realm. When we die, however, our body stays in the physical, while our soul travels to the ideal realm, thus making our soul immortal. True self is not be identified with what we own, with our social status, with our reputations, or even with our body. Instead, Socrates maintained that our true self is our soul. First and the greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. That is according to Plato. So let's move on Plato theory. Plato 428 to 348 BC or before Christ. For Plato, the self is an immortal soul in a mortal perishable body. The soul has a tripartite nature. This tripartite nature consists of a soul or an immortal rational part which exists before it becomes part of the body. B. A courageous or spirited part. C. An appetitive part. These courageous and separated parts of the soul are mortal and they perish when we die. What survives after we die is our soul, the rational part of the self. Attales and many of his dialogues held that the true self of human being is the reason or the intellect that constituted their soul and that is separated from their body. According to Aristotle, for his part, intended that the human being is composed of body and soul, and that the soul cannot be separated from the body. So that's what I have learned from you, sir. Thank you, sir.